This broadcast is streamed and produced by Midnight Sports. It is not affiliated with any hockey organization, club, or team. Midnight Sports is comprised of hockey parents who stream games for friends and family who cannot attend the games in person. Today's broadcast features D-Biz on production and camera and CDS on commentary. We hope you enjoy it.
Farrell receives that Gorloff pass, jams it off the boards, finds McCarthy. McCarthy across the ice. He's going to connect with Pizarro. Pizarro past the man into the offensive zone. He shoots, and it's saved up into the netting. And it's at the top of the slot. They can't settle it down, and now it's a mini break for McCarthy. McCarthy all the way into the offensive zone. He rounds the netminder, misses wide, and we'll get a stoppage in play here, though, at stick. But the clear attempt hits a Mustang's body, and pinching in is Gorloff to keep the zone. Zimmage first to it at the end boards. He dances around his man, comes out front. One-timer in, and it's saved nicely. Were the Stars through Farrell to try and keep the zone, I should say. Gorloff has the puck on his stick momentarily. Now the Mustangs all the way in. And we'll see here what the call is. It's going to be a hooks, top of the slot. They're able to work that down deep to the near corner. They throw it across. Speaker sticks that aside. It's the Mustangs turning for it. They're on the forehand. Far circle. They shoot in. They score. Oh, as a scrum comes on net. No deflection, so the Mustangs able to kick that one out and nearly escape the zone, but it was Fauci who intercepted. He gets it, passes it over, and that puck rolls between some leg pads. It's in. Oh, offensive zone. Come the Mustangs. And they're all the way in now to the side of the cage. Gorloff able to push his man wide there. The Mustangs come away. They throw it in. Speaker's going to cover up on that one. With might have always been going wide as well. Now Coronati uses the boards to get that up to McCarthy. McCarthy over for Nicolaitis. All alone in the slot. He shoots. He scores. James Nicolaitis ties on the puck. Ties up his man in the near corner. Mustangs man loses his stick. Kicks the puck farther that Zimmage takes over. Zimmage now to the side of the net. Curls around in front. Blind shot. Saved very nice. Zimmage who had tracked back. Good defensive work there by the centerman who pours all the way into the offensive zone. Zimmage goes around a man. On the backhand, he gets hooked. The Stars will be going to the power play here as soon as the Mustangs touch. Stick in the way. Pizarro gets it back. He's going to skate in a tight circle in the near corner to try and free up some room. He sends it across. One-timer doesn't connect. Oh, and that puck goes in. How about that? Line it stays in though. Look out. Dangerous spot here for the Mustangs on the forehand. They shoot in. Speaker with the initial save. That puck comes into the equipment. And Speaker throws the big glove over it. The Mustangs defender, but Fauci gets back first. Shovels it farther. Doesn't get bodied off the puck. He does get hooked. He's going to buy a penalty here on the Mustangs, who otherwise would have been in. All walks in on the backhand. Finds Nicolaitis and shoots and scores. Oh, baby. The Stars, with just 6 seconds left on the man advantage, find the back in the offensive zone. Farrell with a drop pass, and then Fisher over for Fauci. Fauci throws that in deep for Russo. Russo tries to turn with the puck. He shoots in, and that's going to be saved by the Musk. Pizarro to his right. It's a clean win by Zimmage. Pizarro stalks toward the top of the slot. Works it over to Coronado. Fires in. Deflection. Right into the glove of the Mustangs netminder. Too and far in front, but the Mustangs with 4 skaters eventually corral it until it gets to Zimmage. Zimmage takes the puck off his man. Fires in. That's going to be sticked aside and then covered up by the Mustangs netminder. 1-2 Nicolaitis. Nicolaitis back for Russo. Floating puck comes in. Oh, it's touched home by Nicolaitis. That's a James Nicolaitis hat trick. Happy birthday, Lillian. The offensive zone. Fauci looking for Pizarro in the slot, but it is Fisher coming up with the puck. Shot comes in, and there goes the buzzer. After 2, forced back to their own blue line by Russo. Now they work it up off the advertising boards, but Farrell able to send it right back out of the zone. The Mustangs have to delay, and they can't delay long enough because it was with that rebound. He gets slapped down to the ice from a stick. But it was coincidental. Now the Mustangs in on a mini break. Gorloff able to cover up his man, and Speaker jumps right on top of it. He played by Nicolaitis, sends Fisher free. It's Fisher all the way out, sends it across for Pizarro into the back of the net. That's a New York Stars goal. And just like that for you. And we'll have the details for you. But at first, it's Oliver Zimmage. Oh boy, with a bottle popper slapper from the slot at the near corner. Nicolaitis, side of the cage, works that up on a backhand. It's Zimmage who shoots and scores. A power play goal for the Stars off the backhand of Oliver Zimmage. Taps it farther. Now he's in business in the low slot. Nicolaitis shoots. That's saved off the face mask and chest. Comes up toward the slot. It's feathered in to the back of the net. That's dominant zone. Shulman into the offensive zone. Tries to go farther there. Two Mustangs converge to take the puck off him and then blow it higher in the neutral zone. Zimmage a little slow to get up here. We'll get a stoppage inside of the ice into the offensive zone. Comes Bizarro. He shoots that up and it's slapped down in the near corner. Nicolaitis upended there and takes a puck to the body for his trouble. And so pass attempt, and so it was a face-off as the temperature got cooled down just a bit. It's now the Stars breaking back into the offensive zone. Bizarro loads up on the wrist, shoots in. Nope, still skating hard. Zimmage comes away with the puck. He's got Russo across the ice. He'll drop it there for Fauci, who shoots in, and that one's shrugged off by the Mustangs netminder, who quickly gets across. Banned out. 2:33 left to play here from Abe Stark. Zimmage all the way into the offensive zone. All the way there. He rounds the netminder. He shoots and he scores. Oliver Zimmage. Gorloff on the puck. Sends it up and out of the zone. Finds Shulman. Shulman and Fisher into the offensive end. It's shot in. Gloved out of the air and saved nicely. Nearly played there by the Mustangs as the Stars able to send that up and out of the zone. It's not going to go for an icing. The Mustangs netminder all the way out of the net. Skates it up to the blue line, and now the net's empty. Shot in and scored by Sammy Shulman. Hey, hello, and welcome on a Saturday morning down to the Abe Stark Sports Center in Coney Island, Brooklyn. And we've got a good exhibition one for you here today and tomorrow. As it turns out, today the Long Island Edge have come on down to the boardwalk to take on the Greater New York Stars in an exhibition matchup that'll help the Stars get ready for the state play-in tournament next weekend. And now the Stars will play this morning and then go out to Soyasset, Long Island tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. to take on the Edge once again. And so we've got about 2 minutes left on the warm-up clock here. A little bit of time to tell you about the Edge, who are 27-16-1 on the year. They are a 15U Diamond EPL team, very much in the make of the Wilmington Nighthawks and the Nassau County Lions, who the Stars have played already this season. Most recently, the Edge have played the Great Neck Bruins minor team, beating them 5-3. The Long Island Rebels AA 15U team losing 2-5. The Long Beach Lightning winning 8-5. And the New York Aviators on February 25th winning 3-1. This is a stacked team that comes in with a My Hockey rating of 81.46. Make that 81.48. This morning, which predicts at least a 2-goal victory over the Stars. But of course, you've watched all season. This is youth hockey. Who knows what might happen out there today. A reminder as well, we can put the bracket up there for you. Next weekend, the state play-in, state play-down tournament begins. On the left side of your screen, you can see the Stars logo. They'll be taking on the New Rochelle Lightning in round one. That's Friday, March 8th at 11:40 a.m. is where it's scheduled right now up in Westchester at the Westchester Skating Academy. And we will, subject to carrier restrictions, have all the coverage for you of that tournament as the Stars go up to Westchester. It's a single elimination tournament. Gotta make the finals to make it to the state tournament in Buffalo. So that is the road to Buffalo laid out there for you. Go ahead and give @midnight_sports a follow on Instagram. We'll keep you updated on the schedule and the results as they come in. And so that's next weekend. It actually starts on Friday, March 8th at 11:40 a.m. for the Stars. But first, we're going to have the Stars right here against the Long Island Edge 15U Diamond team in an exhibition today and tomorrow. Today kicks off momentarily. Tomorrow's 3:30 p.m. in Soyasset, subject to carrier restrictions. And we'll see who the Stars are going to roll over the boards first here. Looks like it'll be Ryan Speaker in net today. Expect Jason Diatelli tomorrow then in the blue paint. And the Stars just collect right at their bench momentarily as 15 minutes is put on the board for the opening frame. It'll it'll be the skaters getting some last-minute strategy from Coach Carney on the home bench here in Coney Island. Stars in their home white jerseys. They'll be moving left to right on your television screen or radio dial for the first and third periods in this one. And the Edge in their road black jerseys. They look just about ready to roll as well as the officials check the netting for any loose or extra pucks. We get just a slight delay before the players are going to come over the boards here. It will be Coronati, Russo. Looks like Fisher, Nicolaitis, and Viscoso out there. So a little bit of a shorter bench here for the home team. And we'll see how this one develops for the Stars, looking just to get sharp right before that single elimination state play-in tournament that we talked about at the top of the broadcast. Well, looks like we are ready to roll here from Abe Stark. So the benches checked, the goalies checked, the scorekeeper checked. We're off and running. And that face-off one forward. Russo fires into the offensive zone. That puck's going to come all the way around to the far side of the ice. It'll be the Edge trying to break out. Can't get past Russo. Russo will dump right back in. And picking it up at the end boards nearly was Nicolaitis. It gets chipped just around him, and so it'll be the Edge breaking out of their zone only so far as Coronati tries to go point to point there, but instead it's the Edge tracking in. Top of the circle, they look to fire in. Some good defensive work there by Viscoso, but he's going to go for a hook. Interesting. Looked like he had gotten the stick, not the hands there, but they're going to call it, given that he had flipped the stick over, it looks like. We'll see. It is Coronati actually to the box there. Okay, so Coronati to the box for two for hooking. A little hard to see on the far side of the ice as the defensemen had come together, but Sam Coronati takes a seat in the box just 31 seconds into this one, and the Edge are on the power play as they win it back to the far point. Watched wide by Zimmage there, and the Edge think about walking the line. They stalk in, they shoot in. Speaker catches that in the glove. No rebound coming as Speaker sees his first action of the day there. 14-17 left to go in the first. Just 11 seconds gone on the man advantage to the Edge. That's a win toward the slot. The Edge fire in. Speaker covers that one up as well. Boy, that was a point-blank opportunity there for the Edge. They might have liked it back another foot or two to have a little more real estate on that one, but here we go. Once again, 15 seconds now gone on the man advantage. The Edge tie up the face-off circle, and they work it to the far point. It's Long Island Edge on the puck. They throw it across. It was Shulman who got a stick on that pass to gum up the point-to-point play. Now Shulman leans into his man. He gets upended, and it's the Edge breaking back into the zone. The Edge curl toward the slot. Look out, far circle now. They shoot in. It takes a deflection, and then maybe goes off Speaker's legs pad. And so it's Shulman trying to work that puck forward. The Edge dump in once again. Pace of the play just picking up a bit here. Rolling puck toward the slot. Speaker shuts it down once and twice. And the third time. Oh boy. What a series of saves there. And the Stars clean up the loose change and throw that up and out of the zone. It's going to be a quick dump in here. Icing waved somewhat inexplicably there as the line hadn't been gained. Then a weird Karam takes that puck off the side of the net. Bizarro will feather that out softly. 57 seconds left to go on the man advantage as the Edge stalk right back into the offensive zone. Turning now is Thomas Schaefer for the puck. He bodies his man at the end boards. It's going to be racked around near side. Stars through Nicolaitis, able to work this puck up, and he kicks it out of the zone. Does James Nicolaitis. It's a breakaway for Bizarro the other way. It's Bizarro around the goaltender. He shoots, he scores. Well, how about a shorty for the Stars? Just a minute and 55 seconds into this one. It was Dominic Bizarro sprung by the kick pass of James Nicolaitis. And with 13:05 left to go in the first, it's Stars 1, Edge nothing. Well, still 37 seconds left on the man advantage here as Nicolaitis wins that forward, takes it off a man, gains the blue line and dumps on in. And now he'll go for a change after that face-off win. Well, the Stars got their face-off specialist out there to win that forward and kill some more of this penalty. And now Viscoso able to rack that up toward the blue line. Not out just yet. Bizarro now throws it farther. Getting on his horse is Fauci to try and track this puck down, and icing's going to be called here. Oh, that's a tight icing call against the Stars, especially after the first one was waved in the Stars zone. But as always, only two opinions matter out there on the ice, and unless you're wearing stripes, you're not one of them. 12:41 left to go here in the first. It's a near side faceoff, still 13 seconds left on the man advantage for the Edge. The Edge win that faceoff up. They load up, they shoot in. Speaker able to gobble that one up in the chest and freeze it. So another 5 seconds gone on the power play for the Edge, but still 8 seconds remain. We'll do it all over again at the near circle. It's Fauci at the dot, trying to win that to the corner, and it's thrown to the top of the slot, now the far point. The Edge settle it down. We'll be back to 5-on-5 skating here momentarily, and indeed we are. Out of the box comes Polisi. He wasn't in the box, but off the bench because Coronati had been able to leave the box. Now that puck's racked all the way around. Fairhow to pick it up. He chips it point to point for Gorloff. Gorloff tracks back for it, gets it on the forehand, uses the glass and the boards to get that up and out, but it ends up in the Stars bench, and so we'll get a stoppage in play with 12:11 left to go here in the first period. It's 5-on-5 hockey. It will be Fauci, Conforti, Polisi, Coronati, and Viscoso as the five skaters in white. The Edge win that up to the near point. They fire that in. Speaker again able to just chest that into the equipment and by a freeze. So a lot of action here in the Stars end with 12:06 left to go in the first. That puck again went up to the point. Turning for it are the Edge. They throw it all the way across. They stalk in. Far circle toward the slot. Deflection carries that on net, but Speaker again closes the gate. And with 11:59 left to go in the first, it will be a face-off, this time at the far side of the Stars zone. It will be Zimmich with Bizarro and Schulman as the forwards. Looks like Viscoso and Coronati have stayed out there as the defenders. Coronati, nice play, works that up toward Bizarro. Chip play on the breakout doesn't work at first, but Bizarro gets the return pass, and he finds Schulman, who tries to spring Zimmich into the offensive zone. But the Ice Monster and a stick gobble up the puck. Now here come the Edge with speed the other way, but it was Bizarro poking that puck off a stick, and Viscoso curls back, tries to find Schulman near half wall. He gets leaned into, but leaves it for Zimmich. Zimmich off a shin guard. Schulman picks up the loose puck, and coming the other way are the Stars. Coronati drop pass there for Bizarro. Bizarro back down to Coronati. Across the slot that goes. Nobody home for the Stars. Viscoso pinches in to keep the zone. It's Zimmich on the puck in the near corner. It's going to roll up towards Schulman, who sends it farther. And Bizarro picks up the puck far side of the ice. Works it up for Coronati. Coronati on the backhand has to just feather that down. It will be sent the other way by the Edge. A little chip play. We'll see this puck roll all the way across the end line. And now it's the Stars benefiting from a tight icing call with 11:02 left to go in the first. It's going to be an offensive zone draw for the home team. It'll be Nicolaitis, Fisher, and Russo as the forwards. Schaefer and Fairhow out there as the defenders. It's a win there by the Stars, up to Fairhow. No shooting lane, so he passes it deeper there at the far half wall for Russo. Russo able to take the puck and work it to Nicolaitis, who gets upended. Fisher now tries to turn with it. Nicolaitis still down on the ice, and so hard to work the puck past him for the Edge at first, but they do flick it up and out of the zone. Fairhow's going to turn that puck over to Schaefer. Schaefer works it up the boards. The Edge will pick it up in front of the scorer's table and then stalk in the zone. They shoot it. Speaker gets down quickly and sticks that puck aside. It's Fairhow now in the near corner. He's able to use his body to shield the puck and jam it up and out of the zone. No arm raised for icing. It's not going to reach the end line anyway. Nicolaitis on the forecheck, trying to work that puck deeper into the zone, but the Edge able to use the glass to get that up and out. It was Fairhow trying to spring a man across the ice, but the Edge come the other way. They shoot high. Fairhow had gotten back and got stick on puck to cut out the threat. The Edge dump it in deeper. Schaefer bodied by two men at the half wall, and it'll be Nicolaitis taking that rolling puck from Fisher's stick and then working it up for Russo. Russo chips it farther. He'll track it down in the offensive zone. He gets thrown into the boards there. Should be a penalty on the Edge. Delayed call as Schaefer shoots in. Deflection carries that on net. It's still loose. It's touched home. Oh boy, on the delayed penalty, the Stars score on a broken play there. And it looks like James Nicolaitis will get the goal as that puck was spinning through the blue paint. Stars touch at home, 9:48 left to go here in the first. Stars 2, Edge nothing. And it'll be Fauci at the logo, winning that cleanly over to Cornati, who moves up, works that puck in just a bit deeper, but hadn't gained the line, and so it goes for a quick icing. So quick, the clock hadn't even started there, and so it's going to be a defensive zone draw for the Stars on the far side of the ice. It'll be Viscoso and Cornati, Fauci, Conforti, and Polisi as the forwards. Fauci on the backhand, looks to win this to the half wall. He does exactly that. Cornati works it deeper for Viscoso to find some space. The Edge come in with speed to try and jam that up and out to the slot. The Edge work it over there, but it's Cornati first to this puck, shovels it out of the zone. Nearly off to the races was Conforti, and the Edge will dump deeper into the zone. It's Viscoso who had tracked back, worked that puck to Cornati all the way up toward Conforti, and the puck gets stopped at the offensive blue line for the Stars. It's now ping-ponging around is the puck in the neutral zone. The Edge, though, eventually gain the line and dump in. First to this puck is Polisi. He's going to shield it with his body. It comes up to the near point, fired in. Speaker blockers that one down. And now the puck will sit in the offensive zone for the Edge. But it'll be Conforti first to it. Nice breakout play there. Finds Cornati. Cornati chips that puck forward. It takes a deflection, goes into the offensive zone. It's Fauci reaching for the puck there. The Edge will come the other way with it, but only so far as Cornati, who jams it back into the zone. Fauci fires in on it. It's Pizarro out there now as well, who dumps it in deeper. Polisi to pick it up, side of the net, shoveled farther there by Polisi. Nearly in, but it was saved nicely by the Edge. Bouncing puck leads to a 2-on-1 the other way. Getting back is Gorloff. It comes all the way across. Speaker down, able to shrug that off, and it comes back to an Edge stick, fired in off a body wide. And now it's Polisi bodying his man, taking a hit to try and gum up the play. Puck sits near circle, thrown in, chipped on net. Speaker blockers that one aside. And now it's Gorloff on the puck, trying to work that puck up and out. It comes to the near half wall, rolling puck. Fauci had tracked back for it. He blocked a shot. Puck rolls to Cornati. Cornati's seen enough, fires it up and out of the zone. Looked like it might have hit an Edge stick there, but it goes for an icing. So 8:04 left to go here in the first. It's a defensive zone draw for the Stars. Now it'll be Farrow, Zimmich, Gorloff, Schulman, and Bizarro as the 5 skaters out there. Puck sits at the dot, tying up his man was Zimmich. The Edge emerge with it behind the cage. They throw it out front. Look out! It hits a body in front and finds its way through. Well, a little bit of room there at the top of the circle off the face-off play, and the Edge fired it on net. It banged around and found the back of the net with all that traffic in front. And so 7:56 left to go here in the first. The Edge cut the Stars' lead to 1. Now it'll be Zimmich at the logo, winning that towards Schulman. It's racked farther by Bizarro. Bouncing puck found by Dominic Bizarro. He looks for Zimmich, streaking in. It hits a skate, picking it up, tapping it farther with Schulman. And now the Edge have the puck coming the other way. It's Gorloff able to stand his man up shoulder to shoulder, and now Farrow able to get in the way of that. Zone dump in at first. The Edge have the puck, calling for it in the slot. Stars look to get set up defensively. It's Bizarro harassing his man there. Mid-slot, here come the Edge to the near circle. They'll dump into the half wall, pass up to the top of the slot. Look out on the forehand. They shoot that just wide. It was a soft shot, and a deflection looked to carry it wide. And so now it'll be Schulman flicking that up and out of the zone. Getting on his horse is Bizarro. Bizarro into the offensive zone, pushed wide there. He'll stop, turn with the puck on the backhand. Able to keep the puck in possession, but has to skate it out of the zone. And so he works it down for Cornati. Cornati back up towards Zimmich. This one's going to go for an icing, though, with 7:01 left to go in the first. It's a defensive zone draw here for the Stars. Well, this one's going to come to Speaker's left, it looks like. Nicolaitis, Russo, Fisher out there as the forwards. It will be Cornati and Viscoso as the defenders. Nicolaitis, far circle. Clean win on the backhand over to Cornati. Cornati turns with the puck. It goes off a skate. Nicolaitis up to Russo. Russo turns and feathers it up and out. Fisher Gets on his horse to try and pick up that puck in the offensive zone, but it's the Edge now coming back the other way. It's a 3-on-2 for the Edge. Watched wide there by Coronati, and now Viscoso fired off Viscoso's shin guard. A nice shot block by him. Nicolaitis picks it up in stride. Back into the offensive end. He's going to shoot that in just wide of the cage. It sits on the back of the cage. Nicolaitis upended, threw it in front. Fisher picks it up now. Fisher on the backhand up to the near point, but it hits a skate, and so the Edge will escape. 6:23 left to go here in the first as Viscoso pushes his man wide and then lines him up again in the corner. He's able to separate him from the puck as it rolls up to the near half wall. It's dumped in once again by the Edge, but Viscoso skates that up and out. He takes a high stick and then a huge hit. Oh boy, that was tough. And so we'll wait for a second here as the whistle goes immediately. Viscoso hit with a high stick and then a shoulder as he came across the neutral zone. It's great to see him already back on his skates, as there's a complaint here by the Edge that it was unintentional, but most importantly, seeing Nico Viscoso back on his skates, skating off under his own power to the bench, is the best news, regardless of how this paperwork works out. Still more discussion between the Edge and the officials. Surprised they're letting this discussion go on as long as it is. 6:06 left to go here in the first. It will be the Edge to the box. We'll see what the call is here. At the very least, you would think a head contact call would be made. 2 minutes on the board right now. So the discussion continues. The question is, Viscoso, who had taken a high stick, was headed down to the ice and then took a shoulder or elbow to the head, maybe a leg. And so the officials trying to figure out if this is a 2 and 10. And it's a high sticking call at first. Then we'll see what the other gesture is. If 2 will go to the box here. It is 2 for high sticking and 2 for roughing. Should be, you can see on the replay here, Viscoso takes the high stick, about to go down, and then gets hit by the arm or hip of the Edge player. And Nicolaitis now over as the alternate captain here today. He's taken charge. And so it's 2 minutes for high sticking, 2 minutes for roughing. And so it should be a 5-on-3 here for the Stars for the next 2 minutes. And the Stars will come back over the bench. It'll be power play unit number 1 over there. But again, most importantly, Viscoso does look no worse for the wear on the bench. And so, Nicolaitis, Zimmage, Shulman, Coronati, and Fisher out there. Excuse me. It will be Fisher, Pizarro, Zimmage, Nicolaitis, and Coronati. There we go. All right, we've got the 5 right on the ice, and it will be an offensive zone draw, of course, because the penalty was on the Edge in the neutral zone. So Zimmage lines up to take this draw. Fisher to his right, Nicolaitis to his left. That puck won back by the Edge, but not chipped up and out. Zimmage able to bat that out of the air for Coronati. Coronati sets up top of the slot as 3 Stars near the blue line will now start to track in. Pizarro fires that in. Oh, the one-timer doesn't connect there for Nicolaitis, who had it back door, but a little too hot to handle, so tracking back is Coronati. Big moment in this game very early on here, as the Stars would love to get 1 or 2 goals on this special teams play. It's Pizarro trying to track back for the puck. This one's going to be racked deep for an icing, not high school hockey, and so icing still called on the penalty kill. It will lead to an offensive zone draw here for the Stars with 1:29 left to go on the 2-man advantage from Abe Stark. Well, Nicolaitis to take this drop. Stars slow skate over to the faceoff as they want to keep power play unit number 1 out there as long as they can. It's a clean win there by Nicolaitis. And pass handcuffs Pizarro just a bit, but he gets it over to Coronati. Now Pizarro will stalk in, works it back over to Coronati. Coronati shoots in, a nice shot block there by the Edge. And Coronati gets that loose change back. Tracking this time was Fisher, and that's a save by the Edge. Now Zimmage has the puck, works it deeper. Looks like for Coronati, throws it out front. Pizarro at the near point, works that deeper again. One-timer, takes a deflection over the cage, and now it'll be Pizarro picking up that rebound at the top of the near circle. Stick goes flying, and it's Coronati sending that over for Fisher, shoots and scores. How about that? Nicolaitis had his stick slashed out of his hand, but Fisher was able to get that puck near circle on some tic-tac-toe passing in the offensive zone. And with 4:56 left, the Stars scored. Stars 3, Edge 1, and it should still be 5-on-4 hockey here as the Edge look to get their personnel right on the ice. Still 51 seconds left to go on the man advantage. One of the penalties gets wiped with the Stars goal. The other should stay up there for at least 51 seconds unless the Stars score again. It'll be Nicolaitis at the dot. Clean win back to the defensive zone. 5-on-4 hockey upcoming here. 4:45 more seconds. Picking that puck up is Coronati. He's going to skate that up through his defensive zone around an aggressive forecheck. Work it over to Nicolaitis, who breaks into the offensive zone. He settles that puck down at the point, but it's smacked wide by the Edge. And so Coronati picks that puck up in his own zone. Speaker alert to the rolling puck for his defenseman. Got down just in case. It's Coronati throwing that to the logo. 21 seconds left to go on the man advantage here as the Stars break in. Drop pass connects over to Bizarro, who works that puck in deeper. Side of the net come the Stars. They try a jam attempt, and it's shut down nicely by the Edge netminder, who stood tall there in the crease. And so 4:17 left to go here in an eventful first period. Still 12 seconds left to go on the man advantage. Polisi, Conforti, Fauci come over as the forwards. Schaefer and Viscoso as the defenders. Great to see Viscoso back out there after the double penalty. Saw him head to the bench under his own power, and now the Stars look to keep the offensive zone. It's Conforti smacking it deeper out of the air, but now the Edge will get that up and out, and so it'll be 5-on-5 hockey upcoming. Conforti settles that puck down, throws it up strong side, finds Schaefer there. Schaefer near the advertising boards, works it back toward Conforti. The Edge break into the offensive end. They come to the side of the cage. They try to round it, but a stick gets in the way, and now the Edge throw that in on Speaker, and he makes the save there as the Edge throw it toward the slot, but it was Fauci alert to the danger. The Edge throw that right back in. The Edge on the puck near the slot. Now they're surrounded by Stars. Sent across. Speaker with the save. Comes up to Polisi. Polisi flicks that up and out of the zone to buy a little breathing room here for the Stars. Easy for you to say as the Edge pick up the puck in their own zone. Harassed there by Conforti, who turns his man. Now Fauci joins at forecheck and forces a pass up and out. Rolling puck's going to come all the way into the Stars zone. Viscoso back for it. Able to work it over for Schaefer. Boy, a courageous play there by Viscoso. Gets that puck over to Schaefer. Schaefer able to feather that up and out of the slot. And now that puck will be dumped right back in the zone. It's Viscoso on it on the forehand. Works it up toward Polisi, who takes a big hit there. And the puck stays in the zone. It's Viscoso tracking back to the end boards. He smashes that all the way up to the near half wall. The Edge take over, and they look to set up a shot in the slot. It's the Edge all the way across the ice. They throw that in. That puck was going low, but it never made it there as it hit a body in front. Comes back into the slot, one-timer. Shot and score. Well, just like that, it's a 3-2 hockey game here as that puck was touched home by the Edge. And so, with 2:41 left to go in the first, it's the Edge 2, the Stars 3. And this will be Zimmich at the logo, winning that face-off forward, but without possession. Bizarro fires in, bouncing puck comes to his stick. Bizarro on the backhand in the slot, trying to make something out of nothing here. He'll flick it farther in the offensive zone. Zimmich to try and pick it up behind the cage. Jammed up by Bizarro and Zimmich in the offensive zone. Linesman gets in the way there, and so the Edge able to break out the other way. The Edge try to pass it right back in front of the scorer's table. Gorloff gets his stick in the way. It's racked deep into the Stars zone. Players lean on each other there. Puck sits in the corner. Zimmich should track back for support. Zimmich on the puck, flicks it up toward Bizarro. Bizarro now settles that puck down, finds Zimmich in stride. It's a 2-on-1 for the Stars. Now a 2-on-0 as Zimmich is in. He hits the crossbar. Oh boy, he was in nearly home there. He had to flick it up and over the shoulder as the Edge netminder had made himself big, and it ended up on the crossbar. Now the Edge trying to tie this one up, but it was Bizarro able to pick up that puck. He's one-on-one with a defender in the offensive zone. He's pushed to his backhand. He curls around now. It finally comes off his stick with 1:41 left to go in the first. Well, it's the Edge coming right back the other way as we've got an official track meet on our hands here at Abe Stark. Bodying his man there is Viscoso. Farrow takes a big hit to work it over to the near half wall. It's jammed up, but not out of the zone just yet. Viscoso able to fire it across the blue line. The Edge will have to clear. They do. Fisher gets in the way of the break-in attempt at first, and now the Edge try the other side of the ice. It's the Edge coming right back into the offensive zone. Sticked wide by Russo. The Edge pour forward with it. It's now Farrow watching his man wide there as the Edge dumped that in just a bit deeper. Turning for it is Nikolaitis on the forehand. He flicks that up and out of the zone. A good play there by the alternate captain to relieve some pressure. It's Fisher on the forecheck. Tells Russo, to stay back. And so the Stars can keep some numbers back. It's Fisher who the Edge are able to pass around eventually after he had gotten away. Shot comes in. Speaker kicks that one aside. It's spilled in front, but he gets enough of a glove on it, or it was always going wide. Hard to tell from this vantage point. It's Viscoso working that over for Coronati. It's a bit fraught now with 32 seconds left to go as the Edge keep the zone. It's the Edge on the puck at the circle. They shoot high and wide of the cage. It's the Edge trying to work that deeper again, and it's Nikolaitis who had jammed up the play momentarily. Rolling puck, top of the slot, work deeper, but this time it will be Coronati flicking that up past the blue line to draw an offside with 13.1 seconds left to go in the first. Well, you haven't missed much other than just about everything here in the first period. On an early Saturday morning from Abe Stark, it's Stars 3, Edge 2, and it is all happening down on the boardwalk here. It'll be Zimmage just outside the blue line, working that face-off forward. 10 seconds left to go here in the first. Schulman cuts out the threat right in front of the scorer's booth. The Edge will try the other side of the ice. Just 4 seconds left to go here as Bizarro on the back check had gummed up the play, and then it was Coronati who did the rest. There goes the buzzer after one. It's Stars 3, Edge 2. Stick around. We're going to put 15 minutes on the board. Do it all over again for the period of the long change here from Abe Stark. This is Midnight Sports. All right, 15 minutes on the board as promised. We're getting ready to roll here, but a reminder, tomorrow out in Soyasset, 3:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on Midnight Sports, subject to carrier restrictions. It'll be another exhibition matchup against this very Long Island Edge team. We hope you'll join us. Go ahead and give @midnight_sports a follow on Instagram so you can stay up to date on the latest and greatest information for your Greater New York Stars team. All right, period of long change. 5-on-5 hockey. Stars nursing a 1-goal lead as the Edge look to tie it up on the scoreboard, but it'll be Zimmage trying to prevent that at the logo, and the puck's dropped And a clean win back to Viscoso. Viscoso on the puck into the offensive end, taps it around his man, dances around a hit, picks it up in stride, works it over toward Bizarro. Bizarro uses the skate to keep the zone. He's got two edgemen on him, works it over towards Image, who loses his stick, but kicks it to Bizarro, and then it's thrown up to the top of the near circle by the edge. It'll be Schulman on the back check, able to gum up that break-in, but the edge pick it up. Once again, they throw it across. Speaker has that rolling puck, helped to the pads by Viscoso. Good play there by the defenseman, who's also an alternate captain, in the blue paint, as Speaker had initially made the stick save as that came across from the near corner. Viscoso picked up the rebound and was able to tuck it against his netminder's leg pads. It's now at the near circle. The edge tried to win that back. It was Bizarro who nearly was away with it, but the puck tucked deep by the edge, so Coronati works the other side of the ice. Schulman picks it up there, feathers that up towards Image. Image chips it farther, but the edge take over at the logo. They'll dump right back in. The edge playing a possession game here to try and grind the Stars down. It's Viscoso up for Coronati, and that breakout does eventually connect from Image to Bizarro. Cross-ice pass finds Schulman, who's able to work it deeper into the zone. It's Image nearly to the puck first. The edge have to work it around to the near side. A minute gone here in the second as Coronati tucks it deeper. The edge cut out that shot, and the puck sits at the back of the net. Getting bodied there was Polisi, trying to work it over to Zimmage as the Stars have made a partial change here. Picking that puck up again is Zimmage. He turns on the edge. Oh, the backhanded shot was shinned aside by an edge defenseman. It's racked in deeper by Coronati again. Zimmage will have to go for a change here. It's Conforti on the forecheck. The edge will try the near side of the ice. Fauci now on the forecheck on that near side. Pulls it out of the air off the stick blade. Leaves it there for Conforti. Conforti loads up. Shoots across the blue paint. Nobody home to touch it home for the Stars. Now the puck sits at the blue line. It's 10 farther by the edge. The edge into the offensive end. Sticked off a stick and then all the way across. Farrow forced his man to shoot early. Polisi able to tap that up and out. It's Conforti and Fauci who are going to pour into the offensive zone, but it's a delayed penalty here on the edge as Fauci had broken into the offensive zone, but he was upended. And so this should go either for a trip or interference. 13:04, and indeed it is an interference call on the edge, who will go to the box. A minute and 56 seconds into this period. 2 minutes for interference. Stars up a goal, up a man for those next 2 minutes, unless something else changes. Nicolaitis, Image, Bizarro, Fisher, and Coronati as the power play unit. Clean win there by Nicolaitis. Coronati has it, top of the slot, works it over for Bizarro. Bizarro feathers that farther, but it hits a stick, and so all the way out of the zone, that puck will come for an icing. Just 11 seconds gone on the man advantage. And we'll do it all over again in the Stars offensive zone. Puck at the near circle. It will be Nicolaitis to take as the players track back to the zone after picking that puck up. It's Nicolaitis, another clean win up to Coronati, who walks the blue line. He's going to survey his options. He works it over to Bizarro, sends it all the way across the ice. Fisher with a little time and space finds Coronati at the slot. It's a shot pass down toward Bizarro. Too hot to handle though, so Nicolaitis in to pick up that rebound. It's Bizarro turning for the puck. He's got a little time and space to shovel it up to Coronati. Coronati has a man in front of him, works it over for Fisher, who tracks in. Fisher shoots, that's deflected wide, and Fisher will try to tuck it in deeper, but the edge on the puck. Get that up to the far point, but not out. Boy, what a keep by Coronati, and then Zimmage tracking in again is Nicolaitis. That shot hits a shin guard and goes wide. Bizarro picks up that rebound after it bounces over his stick. Has the puck again, 1:05 left to go in the man advantage. It's Zimmage, side of the net, chips it up toward Bizarro, back down to Zimmage. Zimmage tries to corral that puck, edge to it first, off the glass, and now they're sprung all the way out. That puck's gonna roll toward the side of the cage. It was Fisher who did an excellent job getting back. He got to that puck first. Now bodying his man is Coronati. This is a kill here for the edge as they're at the top of the circle. They fire in. Speaker able to just chest that into the glove with 11:44 left to go in the second, and still 41 seconds left to go in the man advantage for the Stars. It's a defensive zone draw for the home team, who will look to get this puck up and out of the zone as quickly as possible and get back to work on the power play. Russo, Fauci, Schulman, Schaefer, and Viscoso as the 5 skaters in white. Russo winning that over to the half wall. A nice win by him. Sees that puck come up to Schulman. Schulman on the puck there. It's an aggressive forecheck again by the edge, so Schulman tries to work that up toward Viscoso, just out of his reach at first. Rolling puck comes to a skate, and now the edge have it, and they fire in. They hit Schulman in front. A brave shot block by him, and Schaefer leans on his man, so Schulman can come away with it. 17 seconds left to go in the man advantage as Schulman skates that up and out of the zone. He's got a man behind him, so he looks to dump in. He takes a big hit at the scorer's booth. Schaefer, though, helps out, and Fauci dumps on in. It's the edge now with the puck. They fire it all the way across the ice up into the neutral zone, and that's going to do it for the edge penalty. Back to 5-on-5 skating. Quick up toward Fauci as the edge work it the other way. It's the edge at the logo. They come into the offensive zone. The edge on the forehand there. Can't corral it at first, and then they eventually do. They throw it toward the slot, but it was Schaefer getting his stick in the way. Look out, they're in the slot. They shoot, they score. That puck came out to the hash marks, and it was a goal for the edge with 10:46 left to go in the second. Well, it's a tie ball game here at Abe Stark. And so with 25 minutes and 46 seconds left to go in the game, it's all left to play for. It'll be Nikolaitis at the logo. Nikolaitis wins that over toward Polisi, who sends it farther into the offensive zone. It's now Conforti able to keep the zone with the help of Nikolaitis. Now it's flicked up by the edge and out. It was Gorloff who got upended right in the neutral zone as the puck came toward his skates. So the edge, careful not to take an interference penalty there. It's Nikolaitis sending that puck farther at the near half wall. Puck sits in the Stars zone, and now it's the edge working that puck toward the side of the cage, but Gorloff there able to dance around one man and work it up to Conforti at the half wall. Conforti breaks out Nikolaitis. Nikolaitis gets it across the blue line, and then Conforti gets in the way of the dump in and pushes his man all the way back into the defensive zone. Conforti really puck hounding out there nicely for the Stars. It's now the edge trying to come into the offensive zone. Farrow takes a cross check to the back. As the edge keep their skates, they send it across, they tuck it home. Well, the Stars bench cannot believe the cross check in the back at their own blue line goes uncalled and then goes for a goal for the edge. Just really a bad set of circumstances and a totally missed call there at the Stars blue line. And the edge now have the lead here with 9:52 left to go in the second. Well, it was pretty clear from up here in the cheap seats, and it was clear too from the ice level to everyone but the officials. And so onward we play here as the edge just cover up as that puck rolls into the crease. And so 9:41 left to go in the second. Blown call leads to a goal on the scoreboard for the edge. And it will be Zimmage trying to get it back at the near circle in the offensive zone. He's got Schulman to his left, Bizarro to his right. Puck sits there at the dot. Zimmage had jammed up his man, feathered in farther, and then the shot's deflected wide. It's the edge breaking that puck out on the far side of the ice. Coronati able to work it over for Viscoso, who had gained the line, and he fires that in just a little bit over the glass, though. And so with 9:28 left to go in the second, it's a face-off at center ice as the Stars look to push back here in the middle frame. It will be Zimmage at the dot. Bizarro to his left, Schulman to his right. One back toward Viscoso, who works it up and out of the defensive zone. The edge take over, but they fire it all the way into their zone. Out of his net is the edge netminder. Flicks that up and out. A nice stick work there by the visitors' goalie, that is. And now it's a 3-on-2 the other way. Drop pass, far side of the ice. Shot goes wide, and it'll be Bizarro curling with the puck, working it back to Coronati. Coronati up and out, 2-on-1 if the Stars hurry. Now it's Zimmage in all alone. The back check hook pulls him down. We don't get a call. Oh, boy. Boy, the Stars have a real complaint there. Thought it was going to go for a penalty shot at first. Instead, no call made, and so it's Coronati slapping it deeper. Well, the Stars getting worked over by the edge and the officials here in this middle frame. It'll be Russo with the puck in the neutral zone. Russo picks up the puck at the logo, gains the line on the backhand, shovels it in to the blue line, and then the edge try to come the other way with it. It's the Edge working that puck deeper into their own zone. Stars careful not to take too many men on the ice penalty there as that puck comes into the Stars zone, but Russo able to work it off his man and find Nikolaitis on a partial break. That one's fought off by the Edge netminder as the Edge had gotten back to cut out any breakaway. It's a puck that sits in front of the Stars bench. Russo able to body that puck, and the Edge will come away with it far side of the ice. And now it's a 3-on-2 breaking back into Stars zone. Viscoso's seen enough. Absolutely obliterates his man from the play, and Russo at his own blue line flicks that up and out. It's Fisher who takes a hit to work that forward for Nikolaitis. Nikolaitis dances around a man. Good stick work. Sees the shot go off a shin guard, and now it's the Edge working that puck up to the near half wall. Russo takes a big hit there, leaves it for Nikolaitis. Shot takes a deflection, finds an Edge stick. It's Viscoso jamming his man up, and it will be Farrow working that puck forward. Looks like it might go for an icing here. It does. And so the loose stick on the ice will get picked up. And it'll be a defensive zone draw for the Stars. Well, we're almost exactly halfway through this game. 7:28 left to go. So 2 seconds on the back half of this game. It's the Edge 4, the Stars 3, in what's been a very competitive game. But a couple of grievances the Stars may have on the lack of called penalties and the goal that ended up for the Edge after the Stars were cross-checked at their own blue line out of the play. It's Farrow working this puck up to the near side, and Russo did very well stick lifting his man. Now Nikolaitis all the way across for Fisher. He shoots, and it's saved by the Edge goaltender and then sent deeper by Schaefer over the net. It's Russo on the puck as it sits at the near half wall, but the Edge come away with it to the blue line and forward. It's going to go for a call against Farrow, but it's a delayed penalty until he touches up and then takes a hit in the head and then a second. And so now the Edge will be going to the box too. After Farrow had taken a hooking call, the Edge did not like Farrow's actions there for some reason. And so the Edge will go to the box too for what's going to be 5-on-5 hockey technically. Not really the right call as the penalties weren't at the same time. Not really coincidental minors, but instead of 4-on-4 hockey, it's going to be 5-on-5 hockey. And so, again, a reminder, the only opinions that matter are the opinions of the folks wearing the stripes. So rather than 4-on-4 hockey, it'll be 5-on-5 hockey. And the penalty gets wiped off the board. So the players will be out of the box with 4:52. Well, the first whistle after 4:52 on the clock. That puck is dropped. One forward by the Edge. They shoot in. Speaker shuts down the shot. And Viscoso leans on his man. The Edge will pick it up. They try to throw it across. Bouncing puck toward the slot. Look out. Comes to an Edge stick. They shoot up. Speaker able to jump up and grab that with the chest. The Edge still have possession. It's the Edge harassed there by Coronati, who forces an early pass from an Edge stick, and then it's sent up and out of the zone. The Edge have the puck near side of the ice. They work it in deeper, and it was cut out by Fauci, who's looking for Conforti. It finds an Edge stick at the Edge blue line. Long Island tries to work it up faster, but it was Fauci who had cut out the threat, and now the strong side up finds the Edge and Coronati. The Edge will come into the offensive zone here on a 2-on-1. They dangle, they shoot in. Speaker able to jump on that. And now some after action as Speaker's down, and there are a lot of players on top of him. He's able to scoot out of there as the hijinks continue in the blue paint. And so we'll see exactly what happens here as the players continue to go after each other in the blue paint. And here we go as the play is long over. Now, no need to narrate what's going on here as you can see it on your screen, and so we'll just see exactly what the paperwork is. after this one gets sorted out. Well, a reminder, as of right now, these teams still have 21 minutes left to play in this game and 45 minutes to play out in Soyasset tomorrow. And so we'll see what the result is here at Abe Stark. A lot of discussion here between the officials to try and sort out exactly what happened and when it happened in Coney Island. A stick that's being returned to the Stars here from the edge bench. Must have been dropped in the edge zone, during the hijinks, and so that's done. But I wouldn't expect this conversation to end anytime soon. We'll let you listen in to the crowd noise, as it would just all be speculation from us up here in the booth. Well, still just trying to work out the paperwork here from Abe Stark. If you're just tuning in, 6 minutes and 3 seconds left to go in the second. But there was some after action in front of the Stars net a moment ago that led to some pulling and grabbing and maybe a little bit more. And so the officials trying to work out exactly what's going to happen here. Literally no outcome would be surprising, given everything that had happened before. So we'll see what the officials say to the edge bench and the Stars bench hereafter. We're going to let you listen in some more to the crowd from Abe Stark. Well, discussions still continuing here. The officials had talked to the edge bench to try and explain what was going on. And now, one official over talking to Coach Carney to try and figure things out. We see one penalty on the board so far. There's a 5-minute penalty. That's a major up on the board. And we don't know if that's a net penalty or not. All right, well, looks like some players back on the ice. The goaltenders at the very least. And I see 3, now 4 Stars players out there. 4 Edge players, and now a 5th Stars player will come out. The penalty boxes are just a little bit crowded here at Abe Stark. Got 3 players for each team. And the goaltender is not playing, so it's standing room only now in the penalty boxes in Coney Island. So we'll see what happens here. It looks like it's a net 1 penalty to the Edge, and it's a major. So 5 minutes on the board with 6:03 left to go in the second. And the scorer's booth just calling the linesman over to clarify here as to what needs to go up on the board. So it looks like we're going to continue to play hockey here at Abe Stark on a Saturday morning, but a pretty wild one thus far. And Nicolaitis has strolled out to the near circle to take this drop, having a conversation with his captain counterpart for the Edge, and perhaps the official as well. And the crowd starting to get just a little bit frustrated with the delay. And so we'll let you know when we get started here again. Whole lot of talking, not much action. And the opposite of how the first 24 minutes of this game has gone. All right, linesman out of the booth. Official ready to drop the puck. Nicolaitis, Shulman, Zimmage. That puck is dropped. One up toward Bizarro. Bizarro now feathers it down to Shulman. 5-on-4 hockey for the Stars for the next 4 minutes and 53 seconds. It's Bizarro working that deeper and then slapped to the side of the cage by Fisher. Return pass from Nicolaitis. Fisher on the puck, settles it down. Stars in no hurry here with a lot of time to try and send this one home. It was Zimmage, the one-timer didn't connect, but he gets the puck back, and he'll send that deeper for Nicolaitis. Nicolaitis turns and curls with the puck on his forehand, far side of the ice, far half wall, shovels that up towards Zimmage. Zimmage tries to dance in with the puck, and now he'll rack it deeper for Nicolaitis to set up some breathing room at the top of the zone. Thrown across toward the bumper. It was Zimmage who was handcuffed by the pass, and now Shulman picks that puck up, works it up to Bizarro. Bizarro dances in, and then sends that rink wide for Fisher. Fisher calms that puck down as he settles it right back for Bizarro. Bizarro shoots in. It's deflected up and in. Dominic Bizarro back of the net with 5:06 left to go in the second. It's a 4-4 hockey game here from Abe Stark, and because that's a major penalty, still 4:02 left to go on the man advantage for the Stars. Well, Zimmage, Shulman, Nicolaitis, Bizarro, and Fisher out there as the power play unit to try and find the back of the net again. It's a puck that sits at the logo. It's touched forward by Shulman. Shulman in all alone, tries to go forehand, backhand, and it gets hooked. He tries a jam shot off the back of the goaltender, but he gets the rebound back. Puck rolls up toward Fisher, who works it over for Bizarro. Bizarro on the puck once again. Works that back toward Fisher. The Stars set something up here in the offensive zone. That puck goes toward the slot, and then it's going to be tacked up and out towards Speaker, who's going to leave that puck there for Bizarro. And 4:35 left to play here in the second. 3:31 left to go on the man advantage on the major to the Edge. It's Bizarro all the way into the offensive zone. He's pushed just wide. He floats that puck to himself and works it to the near side of the ice. Bizarro on the puck. Going to send that cross ice. Waiting there was Fisher. Fisher stalks in with the puck. Far half wall thrown toward the slot. And it will be Shulman picking up that puck that ended up rink wide. Zimmage back for Shulman. All the way up to Bizarro, who sends that across for Fisher. Fisher on the puck, tries to send it deeper. Puck sits at the circle, comes up to the blue line. Zone initially kept, but then it's racked forward by the Edge fluttering puck's going to go all the way across the end line, and it'll be Zimmage to pick it up there. He had a man on him, but he's going to dance near side. 2:48 left to go in the man advantage. 3:50 left to go in the second. It's Zimmage all the way into the offensive zone. He tries to round his man. It's sticked off his stick nicely by the edge. Shulman able to push that farther for Zimmage, who tries to pick it up against the back of the iron. Throws it out front, bouncing puck toward the slot. Settled by the Stars, sent right back in. It's now Shulman on the puck, sends it across the ice, and Nikolaitis tries to pick it up over there. He does. He works it up for Fisher. Fisher shoots in. It hits a skate and goes wide. Nikolaitis touches it farther for Shulman, who reverses it for Nikolaitis. Nikolaitis looks for Zimmage as a bumper. Zimmage corrals, shoots, it hits a body, and now it's Fisher sending that back in wide of the cage. 2:10 left to go in the man advantage. 3:10 left to go in the second as the Stars look to keep that puck in the zone. They do a nice touch pass, but a skate carries it out. So Zimmage will settle it down on the stick, work it back up for Shulman, who shoots in just wide of the cage. Stars will make a change here as that puck sits in the offensive zone. It's the Stars trying to keep the zone through Fauci. Fauci pours in and works that puck deeper. Fauci at the end board, surrounded by two edge men there, but leaves it for Nikolaitis. Nikolaitis turns, fires, nearly home, rolling puck in the slot. It's Russo, able to jam up the stick of his man, work it back for Nikolaitis. Still a loose puck, bottom of the slot. The edge did very well to get that puck up and out of danger. Slapper comes in. Speaker has to get the blocker involved there. And so Fisher back to Bizarro in the offensive or defensive zone, I should say. It's Bizarro trying to work that puck up and out. The edge now pursue an aggressive forecheck that sees a 2-on-1 the other way. It's Bizarro and Fauci. The old Skyliners men into the offensive zone. That pass gets cut out. Keeping the zone though was Fisher, who works that deeper for Russo. Russo all the way low for Nikolaitis. Nikolaitis on the puck, on the forehand. 1:02 left to go in the man advantage. 2:02 left to go in the second. It's Fauci upended in front of the net, but Bizarro able to stalk in, shoots in, and hits the post. Oh boy, the edge living right now as that puck nearly home, but instead hit the post. It's Nikolaitis on the puck, far side of the ice. Nikolaitis has it on the forehand, works that up toward Russo. Russo has the puck at the half wall. He delays, works it up to Bizarro. Now tight in. Oh, it was Nikolaitis who was nearly home. And instead, the edge able to work that puck to the near point. Viscoso racks that puck just a bit deeper. Rolling puck finds Nikolaitis. It's Fauci, far side of the ice. It gets jammed up, not out, as Viscoso with a wonderful zone keep finds Nikolaitis. 20 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Schaefer had pinched all the way in. Rolling puck found by the edge, and they work that up and off the dasher. It's going to leave the zone. Just 13 seconds left to go in the major, and it'll be Nikolaitis up for Russo at the advertising boards. Russo dances past a man, sticks it farther, gets bodied there, and the edge will send this all the way down. It should go for an icing. It does. Whistle goes, and it looks like with just 1 second left to go on the man advantage, it'll be an offensive zone draw for the Stars, who were able to pot once on the major to the edge and tie this one up at 4. Now it'll be Russo, Polisi, Fauci, Schaefer, and Viscoso out there as the 5 skaters. And Russo looks to win this on the backhand toward the top of the circle. He does exactly that. Polisi fires in, keeps the puck in the zone, works it back down toward Russo, tries to get the return pass. It's Fauci on the forehand with bodies in front, shoots it in. It's deflected wide. Russo to pick it up and send it deeper for Fauci. Fauci behind the net, tries to find Polisi creeping through the slot. A good stick lift by Schaefer keeps the puck in the zone. It's tucked deeper. 45 seconds left to go here in what's been a very eventful second period. That puck's flicked up and out. Look out, Viscoso able to take the puck off his man and work that puck wide. Edge nearly into the offensive zone. They receive it in the offensive zone, but must have had a skate on the blue line. They're able to dangle past a Star and work that puck to the end boards. Puck comes up to the near circle. It's kicked farther by the edge, fired in wide of the cage. That was a headhunter. Now Polisi tries to body his man off the puck in front of the Zamboni doors. That puck thrown in. Speaker sticks it up and out of trouble. And now Schaefer able to work that puck off a stick, but it comes deeper into the Stars zone. Wraparound attempt shut down by Speaker, and now the Edge do keep the zone. They fire that puck back in off the glass, and now it sits on the twine. That should do it for the second period, and indeed it does. There goes the buzzer. After 2, it's the Stars 4 and the Edge 4. Stick around. We're crazy people, and we're going to put 15 minutes on the board. Do it one last time here from Abe Stark. This is Midnight Sports. We promised it. We did it. 15 minutes on the board. Tie game, 5-on-5 hockey. Just one period remaining for these teams that will meet each other again tomorrow. And so we'll see how this one ends up before the rematch out in Soyasset at 3:30 tomorrow. It's the Stars tracking back to their zone to pick it up. Gorloff with the puck on his stick. He's going to skate this up and pass it up and out of the zone. Looks like it missed all sticks, though, and will go for an icing. Just 20 seconds into this third period. It'll be a defensive zone draw for the Stars. Now we'll get that crowd mic, that field mic back on for you too, so you can get a flavor of the temperature in the building here on the boardwalk. Nikolaitis with Fisher at the half wall. Fisher able to work that forward momentarily. The edge dump right back in. They pick it up at the end boards. Fair out, turns for his man. Look out, it's in the slot. It's shot and scored. Well, just like that, the Edge reestablished their lead with a shot from the slot. It was a bang-bang play right at the hash marks. And the Edge able to send that one home. Just 30 seconds into this third period. This will be Zimmage at the logo once again to try and tie this one up for the home team. Puck's dropped, chipped forward by the Stars, and the Edge retain possession. They work that up off the boards at the scorer's table. Viscoso able to work that over for Schaefer. It's Schaefer on the puck, right back to Viscoso. Viscoso up toward Schulman. Schulman works that farther for Zimmage, just a little too hot to handle, so the Edge come right back the other way. Bouncing puck, finds a stick, and then it's shot wide by the Edge. The Edge look to pick it up in the offensive zone once again, and it will be Zimmage on the puck. He's going to curl all the way behind his net and skate with speed up to the top of his zone and out. He finds Bizarro, touch pass right back to Zimmage. Zimmage into the offensive zone. Zimmage shoots in, and that's gloved down and then covered up by the Edge netminder. And so with 13:50 left to go in this game, it's an offensive zone draw for the Stars. It'll be Zimmage, Bizarro, and Schulman as the forwards out there far side of the ice. Schaefer and Viscoso as the defenders. Puck won forward by the Stars, but without possession, jammed up off the glass all the way out of the zone. Bouncing puck should cross the end line for an icing. It does. The Edge had fired all the way down the ice, nearly got to that before it crossed the end line, but the puck just had a little too much momentum. 13:31. Well, it looks like maybe the clock's going to be rolling here. We'll see. Given all of the paperwork and rest that took up time, sometimes you just run out of ice time for your ice slot. And anyway, the clock did stop at 13:28. It's been restarted because play has been restarted, and so maybe it just didn't start. Anyway, shot in by the Stars. Curl around attempt by Bizarro goes wide. You're more interested in the hockey than you are the clock management, I am sure. It's the Edge, far side of the ice. Nearly out of the zone with it. Schaefer had done well to step on the puck and keep it in the zone. And now the Stars try to get to the slot with it. It's Bizarro tapping it farther, but now the Edge come right back the other way. Players body each other there at the advertising boards. It was shoulder to shoulder, and so no call coming. It's Bizarro on the puck behind his net. Works it onto the forehand, dances around, and leaves it for Viscoso, who turns with the puck. He gets chopped down, and now we will get a call. It was the back official who makes the call there, as that puck had been chopped off Viscoso's stick, but it also upended the alternate captain's skates. And so it'll be the Stars to the power play here with 12:42 left to go in the third. Nikolaitis, Fisher, Zimmage, Schulman, and Bizarro over the boards to take this draw near side of the ice. Stars need a goal on the board. They're up a man, down a goal right now. Zimmage wins that forward and receives the zone clearance at first from the Edge. We'll see where this puck ends up. It was Bizarro pinching in to try and keep the zone. It finds an Edge stick, and now Schulman able to jam it up enough so that Zimmage can track back for the puck. It's Zimmage on his backhand, rounds one man, gets hooked a bit, breaks into the offensive zone, but then a poke check takes it away from him, and here come the Edge, shorthanded into the offensive zone. They're able to work that puck deep into the offensive zone, so Bizarro will turn for it behind the net. It's Bizarro on the puck. He's got Zimmage coming up the center of the ice, and now Nikolaitis will be just behind him. Bizarro zone break in, and he'll stop at the blue line, curl with it, and send it over to Fisher. Nice zone entry there by the Stars. Fisher shoots in wide of the cage. Shulman will pick it up at the far side of the ice. Shulman works it deep for Zimmage. Turning with it is Zimmage. He's on the puck on his forehand. He gets leaned on there by the edge. Rolling puck comes up to an edge player, but it's shot in there by Fisher. Excuse me, it was Zimmage and then Fisher. And that puck not cleared out of the zone. Bizarro sends that all the way across the ice. Shulman to pick up in the far corner. Shulman down for Nikolaitis. Nikolaitis up to Fisher. Fisher shoots in. That's gloved down and aside by the edge netminder and flicked up to Bizarro. Bizarro now on the puck, right back for Fisher. Fisher across the ice, tape to tape for Shulman, who shoots in. That one shrugged off by an edge defender. And so we get a stoppage in play here with 11:22 left to go in the third. 39 seconds left to go on the man advantage for the Stars. That'll be Russo, Fauci, Polisi, Schaefer, and Viscoso out over the bench for the last 39 of this power play for the Stars. Fauci, far circle. That's worked deeper by the edge. Only up to Viscoso on the zone clearance attempt. Bouncing puck. Fauci forces a early pass from his man, and that's going to leave the zone entirely and go for an icing. And the edge probably rightly could complain there that it might have taken a deflection off a Stars stick, but the Stars don't mind. Another offensive zone draw coming up on the icing with 11:10 left to go in what's become a pretty choppy third after a stop and start second. That puck's dropped, one there by the edge, who are going to flick this up off the glass and out of the zone. This one's going to come to Russo at the logo. Russo settles that puck down, thinks about going back up strong side, walks his own blue line, and he finds Fauci middle of the ice. Puck rolls off his stick, and Russo will get it right back at the logo. 11 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Russo told to get the puck deep, and that's exactly what he does. Turning with it now are the edge. Stars on the forecheck. Fauci pushes his man back to the near side of the ice. Russo comes in to try and trap the puck there. It's sent up off the boards. That one's going to roll all the way deep. Upended was the edge man. Looked like the ice monster got him. No skate or stick in the way. And now taking a giant hit on the far side of the ice was Schaefer, but he pops right back up, as he is wont to do. It's now the edge keeping the offensive zone. Look out, they track in, they shoot, they score on a deflection. Well, there was a big screen in front. Maybe that puck wasn't touched at all. But with 10:22 left to go in the third, the edge double their lead. It's now edge 6, Stars 4. And we'll see what kind of pushback the Stars have here in the final frame. That'll be Zimmage with Bizarro and Shulman as his forwards. Zimmage wins that back to Gorloff. Gorloff chips that up to the offensive blue line. The edge will send it right back the other way. Stars try to dump in. Edge take over, work it to the far side of the ice. It's the edge breaking into the offensive zone now. Farrell pushes his man wide. The edge will turn and curl with it. They look to set up a shot in the slot. There's a Stars stick in the way. It's shot in and then gloved out of the air. Boy, Speaker threw the big mid out quickly with 10 minutes even to go in the third. Speaker with the save and a defensive zone draw upcoming for the Stars. Zimmage at the dot, trying to win that on the backhand. He's able to kick it back toward Gorloff. Gorloff on the puck behind his net, uses that net for protection, and then dances that puck up and out of the zone. Bouncing puck's going to come all the way into the offensive end, but without possession for the Stars. It's the Stars with Bizarro and Shulman on the forecheck. Bouncing puck up to Gorloff, who works it down deep for Bizarro. Bizarro retains possession in the offensive zone in the far corner. Looks to set up a pass toward the blue paint. Bouncing puck, though, finds an edge stick, and now the edge break out. A 4-on-2 if the edge hurry into the offensive zone. They dangle far circle, try to work that puck around to the near side of the ice, just a little bit out of reach. And so Shulman able to work that off the boards forward into the offensive zone. The edge flicked that up to the near point. Zimmage had tracked down and now has the puck on his backhand. He takes a big hit off the puck, and that rolling puck comes in on the edge netminder, who covers it up there. And so we get a stoppage in play with 9:12 left to go in the third. It'll be an offensive zone draw for the Stars, who are searching to cut this edge lead in half in this final frame. Well, Nikolaitis near dot. It's Fisher to his right, tries to fire in and win that forward. The Edge, though, will come away with it, and it's a 2-on-2 the other way. Getting back was Viscoso to jam up the zone break-in. The Edge have the puck, far side of the ice. They keep possession there, and it was Russo all the way back, able to work that past the blue line. Fisher on the back check nearly steals the puck off his man and was off and running. Instead, the Edge dumped that in so far as Viscoso. Viscoso on up toward Russo, just misses him. It's flicked farther. Nicolaitis tries to pull that out of the air. The Edge wash out what would have been a hand pass, and now it's a 2-on-1 for the Edge in the offensive zone. Tracking back, Speaker gets a cross, makes a leg save. Boy, oh boy, Speaker sticks out the big leg pad, and it'll be the Stars breaking into the offensive zone. It's Russo down toward Nicolaitis. Edge cut out that threat, work it up, but not past Russo. Russo on the backhand, flicks that into the slot. It's touched home there by the Stars. Oh boy, it was Russo for Fisher in the slot. A couple of backhanded moves, sees that puck in the back of the net, and just like that, it's Stars 5, Edge 6 with 8:21 left to play here from Coney Island, Brooklyn. Well, the Stars just don't quit. And they're back within a goal in this exhibition matchup on an early March morning. That puck across the logo. Stars tap it farther. Zimmage gloves it down and sends it deep into the offensive zone. Shulman on the forecheck. The Edge will skate this up to the blue line and then on out. Gorloff able to get a stick in the way. The Edge just have to dump in. That one's going to go all the way behind the Stars' cage. Gorloff able to turn, take it on the backhand, work it up to Shulman, and he took a hit. Zimmage all the way across, but it gets cut out by the Edge, who will dump in once again. That puck is going to flutter toward the side of the cage. It's settled by Gorloff, who works that up toward Shulman. Shulman on the puck now into the neutral zone, looking for Bizarro across the ice, but Bizarro had broken in just a moment too soon, as the official gives him the old just by this much you were offside sign. And so 7:41 left to go. It's going to be a center ice face-off, as that's where the dump in came from. Good to see the players and the officials still have a sense of humor out there after the second period. And so it's the Stars trying to win that forward, but the Edge dump in on the backhand. That puck's going to come all the way right toward the net front. Farrow able to send that back to the near side. It was Gorloff going around a man and two, leaving it for Farrow. Farrow on the puck, shovels it up, and Gorloff able to escort that out of the zone. But here come the Edge right back in. The Edge on the forehand. They try to go around. They shoot. Speaker had shut that down, but it was a puck that came into the slot from a trailer, and the Edge score. 7:16 left to go in the third. The Edge strike right back and turn this into a 7-5 hockey game. Well, it'll be Coronati and Viscoso as the defenders, Nicolaitis, Fisher, and Russo as the forwards. That puck worked through the neutral zone. The Edge will try to dump back in. Viscoso first to it, racks it past the blue line. The Edge will collect at their own blue line. Russo stands between the defenders there to prevent a point-to-point pass. The Edge work it up through the neutral zone, and they dump in just a little too far. Icing going to be waived here as we're under 7 minutes left to play. Viscoso leans into his man, tries the reverse. Puck comes out front, look out, an Edge stick has it. They shoot in, Speaker gets down quickly. Bouncing puck all the way to the far corner. It's Coronati on the puck there. He's able to work it up to the far half well, but not farther. The Edge dump in once again. They come around the cage. Speaker had gotten down. That puck comes all the way through the slot and out of the zone as it couldn't find an Edge or a Stars stick. Puck now at the Edge blue line. The Edge will go point to point there. It's Russo and Nicolaitis on the forecheck. That puck comes all the way into the Stars zone, though. Turning for it is Viscoso at the end boards. Viscoso takes it in stride, works that puck up to the blue line, not out just yet. Bouncing puck kept in by the Edge. Viscoso sends it farther, though, and skates it up and out. He gains the line, dumps on in. It's Viscoso picking that puck up and slapping it just wide of the cage. The Edge will pick up this rolling puck. It's on end all the way into the offensive zone. They carry it farther there. Drop pass connects for the Long Island Edge. They try and work it up to the top of the slot. They're leaned on by Nicolaitis. That puck hits the side of the cage. And it will be Nicolaitis settling that puck down, flicking it up and out, and it's Fisher on a breakaway. Fisher settles that puck down on the forehand, he shoots, and it's saved nicely by the Edge netminder, and so the Edge look to pick it up again. Under 6 minutes left to play here in the third. Nicolaitis pushes his man wide. Schaefer had fired in to cut out the threat at his own blue line. It's dumped farther, and so turning for it is Farrow. He takes a glance over his shoulder. Will pick it up on the backhand and then reverse over toward Schaefer. Schaefer on the puck on the backhand now in his own zone. He's got two edge men around him, but he's able to chip it up to Russo, who backhands that up and out of the zone. That rolling puck into the offensive end for the Stars. It's Polisi on the forecheck, and he pushes his man out from behind the net. That puck comes all the way to the neutral zone. Farrow works it down for Schaefer. Schaefer back to Farrow. Farrow on his forehand, works that up toward the scorer's booth, but it's cut out by the edge. The edge slapper in, goes wide of the cage, and it'll be Farrow trying to work that puck up and out of the zone. It comes to the back of the net, and the edge work it to the far side of the ice. The edge on the forehand, just happy to reverse in the Stars zone right now as we're under 5 minutes left to play. It's Schaefer firing in. That puck comes to the slot. Speaker had shut it down. Rolling puck side of the cage. It's Conforti who's able to work that harmlessly to the far side of the ice. The edge dance away with it. They shoot it across the slot. Takes a deflection, and it wasn't carried on net, so Polisi digs it out. In the near corner, sends that up the ice. It finds an edge stick in the neutral zone. Conforti gets the puck back. He's got it at the advertising boards, but the edge do come away with it. They work it farther. Conforti had gotten back after Schaefer stood up his man, and now the heavy hitting continues out there at the advertising boards. Up quickly is Fauci as he was upended by an edge man. 4 minutes left to play here from a very chippy game at Abe Stark. It'll be the edge working that up and out of their zone, and now forward into the offensive end. It was Schaefer trying to body his man off the puck. The Stars get back in numbers. It was a trailing stick there by Conforti. Nicely done to take the puck off his man. It was Fauci trying to take that puck past a man as it was loose in the neutral zone, but the edge able to just dump in and make a change. Quick up doesn't connect there for the Stars. It's going to go for an icing with 3:34 left to play here in the third period. And 2-goal lead for the edge. It'll be a face-off at the far side of the Stars zone. Well, Zimmage to take Schulman and Viscoso in the slot. Zimmage wins that forward to Bizarro. Bizarro able to sweep that over towards Schulman, and then the edge able to jam up the play in the neutral zone. Tracking back is Coronati. Edge to it first. They throw it toward the slot, but Zimmage had gotten back in the low slot to cut out the threat and flick that up and out of the zone. It's settled down by the edge, who send that puck into the offensive zone once again. The edge await, back post, but it was Viscoso leaning on his man to prevent the pass coming from the edge. Slapper comes in, goes wide of the cage. The edge pick it up far side of the ice. 3 minutes left to play here from Abe Stark. The edge side of the cage, try to catch Speaker cheating, but that puck just goes harmlessly across the blue paint. Not out of the zone just yet. Viscoso able to use the glass to get that up and out. And the Stars having to take a few risks here at the offensive blue line to try and get in and cut this lead in half. It's the edge dumping right back in. Coronati picks it up in stride, chips it to himself on the backhand, works it up to the near point. The edge will dump right back in. It's the edge on the forehand, throwing that toward the slot. It misses all sticks after Coronati with a nice stick lift. And so Zimmage, soft pass up to Bizarro. Bizarro returns the pass right to Zimmage. Zimmage into the offensive zone. He's surrounded by 3 edge men there who will send the puck right back the other way. 2:20 left to go here from Coney Island as Gorloff sends that up to Bizarro. Bizarro curls with it. He's got Zimmage with him into the offensive end. Zimmage gets a stick down. Bizarro shoots. Oh, the rebound was there, but the edge to it first. Zimmage nearly home on that one, but a good defensive play by the edge. Sees that rolling puck, comes to the slot, and now the edge will break out with it. It's the edge all the way into the neutral zone. Still into the offensive zone there. It's a pass to the slot that connects. Speaker fights that one off with the blocker. And now it's Fisher jamming that up and out of the zone. And so the edge collect at their own blue line. Just about 104 seconds left here from Brooklyn. It'll be the edge dumping on in. Orloff on the puck, working that over to the near side of the ice. The edge collect there, dump it in just a bit deeper. Nicolaitis leans on his man in the corner as Farrow tries to dig that puck out. There are 3, now 4, 5 players in on the puck. Add a 6th. The puck still sits in the corner. Now it's thrown across. Nobody home for the edge there as they don't want to give up an odd man rush with just 80 seconds left to go. It's feathered farther there by the Stars and kicked up and out by the Stars. And now it's going to go for a tripping call against the Stars as soon as they touch up. It's the edge, though, still on the puck. Edge on this delayed penalty. They'll fire in. That puck's going to come to the side of the net. Speaker will touch it up. so that the whistle can go on the delayed call. And so with 64 seconds left to go, Stars down 2, down a man for the remainder of this one. And it will be a defensive zone draw for the Stars. Zimmich, Coronati, Bizarro, Viscoso out there as the penalty killers. Try and score 2 quick shorties. Stranger things have happened. It is youth hockey after all. Zimmich at the dot, wins that over to Coronati. Coronati skates it up to the blue line, on out. Rolling puck to the logo. The edge will come right back in, but offside with 55.8 left to go in this one. Well, it's been an eventful game here. Don't forget to join us tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. Same teams, same channel, just a different location. Anyway, it's the Stars with a short-handed chance. That puck just went wide of the cage as Bizarro tried to guide it on net. Zimmich now on the puck, on the backhand, and it'll go for a penalty, it looks like, against the edge as the Stars were upended in the offensive zone. A little 4-on-4 hockey upcoming here, it looks like, as the edge to the box. And we might get a timeout called here by the Stars. We'll see. They had come back to the bench for a little bit of discussion, but it is indeed a timeout by the Stars. And so 40.9 left to go here from Abe Stark. 4-on-4 hockey upcoming. Stick around. We'll have the last 40.9 for you. This is Midnight Sports. All right, there goes the whistle. And we're going to be off and running here for the last 40.9 of this game. 4-on-4 hockey out there. And that puck's going to be flicked all the way into the Stars zone, so Speaker can't leave the net just yet. It's the Stars working that puck on up into the offensive end. Speaker comes off the ice. They'll get the fifth skater out there, will the Stars, but it'll be the Edge throwing that all the way down, this time for an icing with 20 seconds left to go in this game. Now 17.7 on the scoreboard. And so it's an empty net for the Stars and an offensive zone draw. 5-on-4 hockey with an empty net, given the penalties out there. It's Zimmich, far side of the ice. That's flicked forward, and now it'll be the Edge working that puck all the way down. They try again. They miss the net to the right. Once again, 50.9 seconds. 15, that is, 0.9 seconds left to go here in the third. It's a face-off on the far side of the ice once again. Zimmich, far dot. Got Fisher in the slot. It's one toward Fisher. Fisher does collect the puck. He twirls with it. He shoots it off the crossbar. Oh boy, that was a close one. It's Viscoso firing that back across the ice. Fisher to pick it up. Just 7 seconds left to go here. As it's sent in, Bizarro tries to put it on net. And he turns, and it's saved nicely there. And so it's Viscoso with a slapper that's saved. And that'll do it. From here at Abe Stark, we've gone final. It's the Long Island Edge 7. New York Stars 5. Thanks so much for tuning in here on Midnight Sports. We'll see you again tomorrow. Subject to carrier restrictions, 3:30 p.m. from out in Soyasset as the Stars again take on the Edge in an exhibition matchup. Until then, stay safe.